What if I told you that tax rates would increase by 20 to 25% in 3 years? What would you do? Would you not do anything? Would you just sit still? Or would you start taking action to start saving some money? So I'm going to talk about what is going to happen in 2026 with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. So I've talked about this before, and you've probably heard about this before. And so in 2017, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was enacted. And what that did is lower taxes from 2017 to 2026. But come 2026, tax rates are going back up. And it's going to cause you to pay 20 to 25% more in taxes for the specific type of people that we're going to talk about in this video here. So let me show you how much of an impact this will be. So when you first look at the tax brackets between 2023 and 2017, you're going to see the difference that I'm talking about here. The 12% bracket is going to go to the 15% bracket. The 22% bracket is going to go to the 25% bracket. The 24% bracket is going to go to the 28% bracket here in 2026 when these 2017 rates come back. And so the other thing I want to point out is the standard deduction. So you're going to see your standard deduction go from $27,700 to get dropped. Now understand these 2017 rates and numbers are not adjusted for inflation, so they will be a little higher than that, but they're not going to be the same as that standard deduction up top there. And so that's going to be 90% of people take the standard deduction, so we're going to see that go away. And so what that means is you're not going to have as much tax-free money up front. So these are the two things I'm trying to point out here. Not only you're not going to get as much money tax-free up front, which means you're going to be paying more in taxes on that first amount of money, but also the rates are going to increase. And so when you combine those two things, you're going to see that you're going to have to pay a higher amount in taxes and total taxes due when it comes April 15th. So let's show you what this looks like. So let's talk about how much this is going to impact your taxes. So what we're showing here is if you're married filing jointly, if you have $100,000 of taxable income, then your total taxes due based on our software will be about $8,200 a year. Now, if we assume those increases in tax rates, if we assume the lesser standard deduction, you're now going to see yourself paying over $2,000 more in taxes. Remember, you have the same income, you're working the same job, all that changed were tax rates went up. Now your tax bill is going to increase by 26.9%. Now that's pretty significant. And then if you have $150,000 of income, look how much you have to pay more in taxes. Now you have to pay over $4,000 in taxes, which comes out to be a 24% increase. And if you have $250,000, you're going to have to pay $8,000 more in taxes, which is a 20% increase. Can you believe that just by 3 years difference, you have to pay $8,000 more in taxes? Everything else is the same. You're getting the same type of things from the government, but now you have to pay $8,000 more. What could you do with $8,000 more is my question, right? So my point here is that we need to look at maximizing these lower brackets now so we don't have to pay as much taxes in the future. So maybe that consists of strategies like taking your tax-deferred investment, your 401k, your IRA, and maybe converting it to Roth. Or maybe we start funding Roth contributions now and take advantage of the lower brackets, and then when we want to take out money in 2026 or beyond, when tax rates are suggested to be higher, we're not going to have to pay as much. So I hope this chart helps you understand how big of an impact this is going to be in 2026. You can't just look at this and say, well, I'm not going to do anything. It's only going to increase my tax bracket from 12 to 15. It's only a 3% increase. Well, it's actually way more than that because it's actually more of an increase to the amount of tax you're going to pay, as I just showed you here. So make sure you're being intentional. Make sure you're planning now for that better tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed this video here today.